maths, physics, chemistry. Chemistry assignment! Oh god, I forgot to complete it. What shall I do now? I better call Sakshi. She will have completed it. Hello? Sakshi. Yeah. Sakshi, please WhatsApp me the chemistry assignment now. Please. What? You have also not completed?
मारो मुझे मारो
Okay, fine. I will ask somebody else. She has also not completed. What shall I do now? What shall I do? Yes, she is the one. Only she can save me now. Genie, where are you? Please come. Please. I am here. Why fear when chemistry Genie is here? Genie, thank you so much for coming. You really saved me today. Please help me with these assignments. Please. Okay, I'll help you out. But instead of telling the answers directly, let us make it more productive. Tell me, from where should I start? We have to start with states of matter. States of matter. नाम तो सुना ही होगा. So what comes to your mind when you hear this states of matter? What is that? Genie, ये तो हम बचपन से ही पढ़ रहे हैं. There are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, and the gas. Exactly. There are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, and the gas. So, shall we start with the first one? Yes, solid. Before going to this, let me give you an example. Have you seen couples over there? How will they be? Very close, attracted towards each other. Correct? The solid particles also behave like couples itself. Just look at the space. Yes, the space is very less between the particles. Now a question may strike you. Why the space is less between the particles? Why? Because the attractive forces are high. Because of the high attractive forces between the solid particles, the space is very less. Now you tell me, how will be the movement? Of course it will be very limited. Correct? Are you getting this? Oh, you're asking me, what is this new term, compressibility? Okay. Think there is a very small bench. And already 2 of you are sitting in that. You and your friend. If suppose teacher calls the last bench guy to occupy the same bench, how will you behave? Why is this person coming over here? First of all, you have very less space. The third person cannot fit in that. Means that is where you are getting compressed. So, in a solid matter also, if you try to reduce the space, it is very difficult. So, can I conclude solids have negligible compressibility? Yes, the compressibility is negligible in case of solids. Now you should tell me about the gas particles. Observe this figure. There is lot of space between the 2 particles. Yes. So, when there is high amount of space, can I not tell that attraction is less? So what about the movement then? Free movement. Because of the high space which is present around the particle, the movement is free. What about compressibility? Think I will give you very small space and you have to fit all the 3 particles. Is it possible? Yes, you can easily do that. But only difference will be, here the space was more between the particles. Here the space will be very less. So they have high compressibility in them. You may be thinking, we have skipped the liquids part. No, liquids are like dhobi ka kutta. Na ghar ka, na ghat ka. So they lie between the two extremes. All the characteristics you take, either it is the space or movement, compressibility, attractive forces, all of them are medium, means they lie between the two extremes. One more thing, please try to memorize this chart again and again. In exam, if they ask individual characteristic, or sometimes they may ask the comparison also, that time this chart will be really helpful to you. Oh, what is this? What is its special characteristic? ये तो chameleon है Genie, and it changes its color according to the surroundings. I know that, but why did chameleon come into chemistry? Fine. Yes, it's a chameleon. See how a chameleon will change its color according to the surrounding. Likewise, our matter also changes its state according to the environmental conditions. So because of this reason, there is interconversion in the states of matter. With the interconversion of states of matter. Shall we start with the solids? Yes. So the conversion of a solid state of matter to a liquid state is called as fusion. When a liquid state of matter gets converted to gaseous form, it is vaporization. Why? Because it is getting converted to vapor state. If a gas gets converted to solid, that process is deposition. Did you understand this cycle? Yes. Now let us go in the reverse direction. When a gas gets converted to liquid, that is called condensation. Condensation means what? There will be many vapor particles. These vapor particles will come together and they will form water, or you can call it as a liquid. Okay. Condensation means coming together. Many gas particles come together to form liquid, that is condensation. Now liquids to solids, that is solidification. Why solidification? Because liquid is getting converted to solid, so the name solidification. Now what is this new term sublimation? Sublimation is defined as the direct conversion of solid state of matter to gaseous form. Means what? See, usually solid gets converted to liquid and then to gas. But sublimation is a special process where the direct conversion is happening. Means there is no liquid state in the process. So that direct conversion is called as sublimation. Shall we study this process with examples? It will be more clear to you. Okay. Think I will give you ice. If you have to convert this ice into water, what you will do? You will keep it outside the fridge. So that is where fusion process is happening. It gets converted to water. So we came to liquid state. If the same water should be converted to vapor, yes, vaporization process. So water gets converted to vapor. You might have also observed this. When you keep water for boiling and you close it with a lid, after some time you will observe that all the water droplets will have accumulated. That is where condensation is happening. If the same water converts into ice, that is solidification process. This was quite easy example. But what about sublimation? Okay, have you seen naphthalene balls? I think you might have observed your mother keeping it in the wardrobes and all, correct? But after a few days, the size of the naphthalene balls will have reduced. Have you ever thought why that reduction is happening? That is where sublimation process was taking place. The solid naphthalene balls directly got converted to gas. Because of that, the size was getting reduced. So naphthalene balls are the best examples for sublimation process. Did you understand this interconversion? Okay, Jeannie, I understood about interconversions. But what are those factors responsible for this? Few minutes before, I gave you an example of chameleon. See, for a chameleon, the surrounding conditions are maybe the bark of a tree or the leaves or any ground on which it is staying. But for a matter, the environmental conditions will be, yes, temperature. What about the second one? Pressure. This means that according to temperature and pressure, our matter will change from one state to another state. Just now while explaining interconversion chart, I gave an example of ice turning to water and then turning to vapor. So this will come under the temperature change. While moving from ice to vapor, we increase the temperature, and while reverse process, we decrease the temperature. This was known. You got it. What about pressure then? Have you heard of LPG or CNG? Have you heard of this? LPG is what we use in kitchen, liquefied petroleum gas. CNG is used as fuel in the vehicles, compressed natural gas. See, the word itself tells you. Petroleum gas and the natural gas, it is being compressed. Means high amount of pressure is applied on the gas so that it gets liquefied. I think you have not heard of solid carbon dioxide. Have you heard of it? But how did solid carbon dioxide come into existence? We know that CO2 is present in the gaseous form. We can also produce solid carbon dioxide, and that is possible by varying the pressure. You know what? Solid CO2 is called with a very special name. It's interesting name. Will you find that? Find it and put it in the comment section. Let me see how many of you are intelligent. So by this, we can conclude that by varying the temperature and pressure, we can interconvert the states of matter. Thank you once again, Jeannie. You really saved me today. And also I got to know all these topics very well. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you understood all of these things. It's time to leave. Do you also want a genie like her? Subscribe to Gyaan Fortified YouTube channel and get your own genie anytime, anywhere.